Hey, Bella friends. Hope you're happy, healthy, and awesome. I'm going to talk about a very brand new label for us. We're calling it something different, mostly because this is something different. I hope you're able to put that connection together. As you can see, it's got a little piggy on the label. It was supposed to be a cow, but Wendy and I couldn't agree on the cow. But we can agree on the pigs. And if you've known us and have ever been to our winery, you'll know we raise pigs up here as well. As a part of me trying to multi-use vineyard land, trying to figure out how we can sort of cohabitate animals and grapes and just multi-use land to also, more importantly, keep it healthy. Put that manures and all that back into the soils and even help us with our weeding and mowing and all that. So anyways, this series, we didn't want to confuse Bella. Bella's always been about Gamay and Chardonnay bubbles. These are grapes outside of that. So to start, this one, we're just calling aromatics. It's an Aramata Village wine. It's sort of a backyard vineyard. Pretty neat site right beside Kettle Valley over there. We get Chardonnay from it that goes into our Buddha's Blend Vineyard Series wine. But this fellow, Wayne, has, oh man, he's probably got about 30 or 40 different varietals on his site. So we picked this as a field blend. And it's probably got about 8 or 9 different grapes. Everything from Segrebe, Kerner, Ehrenfelser, Optima. Oh man, I'm gonna forget them all. I'll have to get them listed, but it's very fun stuff. And so we pick it as a field blend because there will be certain grapes like Segrebe and Angevine that will ripen very early. So they provide a lot of aromatics. There's also muscat in this guy too. It's all coming back to me. And then there's other ones like maybe Ehrenfelser, Riesling, Kerner that take longer to ripe. So if we pick the whole vineyard at once, I'm getting both ripe and underripe. So I'm bringing in low acid and high acid, and I'm bringing in ripe flavors and underripe flavors to give me a very fun wine. We make this Ancestral Method, even though it has a front label, but this is something different. So I'm allowed to break my own rules. And I put it in the bottle at lower sugar levels, which is going to give me lower pressure. And I also leave the sediment in this wine, which you can kind of see there. A little bit starting to stir up. And the reason I do that as well is the same reason I left sediment in the King Ancestral this year, King Vineyards Ancestral. It brings a texture and weight to this wine that I really like. Please watch the King Ancestral video on how to open this though, because with sediment, you'll open this and it's going to slowly, what I call volcano roll out. And if you don't do anything, you'll probably lose a third to half the bottle. Just constantly flowing out. But when you open this, if you just have a glass ready and just watch the other video, it'll show you how to do this. You can probably pour the first glass off clear and then it'll let the rest of the sediment integrate. And then you can try the difference and see what you think, see what you prefer. But as I say, don't fear the lees. This is a very, very fun wine. We only make like, I don't know, 20 cases or something. But it's just fun. Next up, we got a wine here. It's another field blend. We just called it Marge. We have no idea what it is, meaning we have old grapes that we're just unsure what they are. So much like everyone's got a crazy old aunt that kind of grows on you, that's what this is. And it's just, I don't know, it's just weird and fun. Let me know what you think. This is a one-hit wonder. I'm not sure if I'll do it again, but we'll see. And you'll see what I mean. It's Like it's got a little bit of green pepper, or like I know that there's either Sauv Blanc or a cab in it, because it's got what we call pyrazines, which is that green peppery sort of flavor. It's very mute, and it actually brings a really neat complexity to this wine. But it's just unique, weird, fun. Doesn't have to be hard in that. And lastly, we made a piquette, which is gaining in popularity. I think you're going to see probably at least half a dozen wineries in BC release a piquette this year. And what we did is we took the Gamay skins from the 787 clone, and once we pressed it all, we threw it in a bin, hydrated it, and let it ferment on the skins for, I want to say, about 10, 12 days. That's how we got the color. Let that ferment dry. And then the aromatics that I had with the muscat, we did another bin of that. So, and we hydrated that, let it ferment on the skins, get it going. We pressed it quicker, and then added that to this base. So it's a Gamay aromatic muscat blend, and but we put it in a much lower pressure. In fact, maybe just a couple grams. So when you open this, it's just got that little spritz sort of sound. It's more like a Vinho Verde type effervescence, which if you've never had Vinho Verde from Portugal, it's definitely not as bubbly as all my other wines. This one has just got that little sort of tingly on the tongue, and yeah. But we also left sediment in it, and but it's so low pressure that it doesn't even lift the sediment. So, but yeah, this guy comes in at nice, wonderfully low 6% alcohol. It's a summer crusher. It's just fun, silly and fun. And yeah, so let me know what you think of the wines, and I really hope you enjoy. Stay awesome. Cheers.